Alright, while this is a fun video, it may get a little sappy, smidge emotional. Just buckle up, Buttercup. We're doing crazy things. Hello, welcome to another video on the Cozy Avenger YouTube channel. I am Akira, your friendly neighborhood knitter, reader, and crocheter, and I'm coming to you today from my amazing home in Adamsville, Alabama, with my sexy, gorgeous husband and our 3 kids. Aiden, who is 7. It is January 31st when I'm recording this. He has just turned 7. I've already cried 3 times. Let's not even go there. Ethan, who is 5, and our bonus son Terry, who is 14. If you are new here, welcome. I do hope you enjoy my content. I make pretty much cozy content with a few laughs and a few cries. Whatever you need, I'm sure I have it, so I hope you stay. And if you're a returning viewer, girl, we're doing something new. Girl, we're doing something new. So, as you've read by the title, this is Fiberuary. And I am vlogging every day for the month of February in honor of Black History Month, and honestly just trying to find where I fit in that space with trying to be as respectful and as honest and genuine as possible. Like I've said, I've never done this before, and I can do this. I've never done this before, and I guess I needed a way to convey these feelings that felt true to myself. And now that I have found reading and crafting and things like that, I feel like I can do this and it come off the way I want it to. Which is basically, I just want to sprinkle a little black girl joy on your timeline for every day of February. So that's what we're going to do. This is the first day, so I'm going to tell you about all the plans that I have, and for both book and craft wise. And yeah, I'm actually really excited to talk about it. I also have to hurry up and talk about it because while me and my husband went to the store, we have forgotten things and things went awry. So I have to go back to the store. So while this is probably going to take up a lot of it, I have to kind of be quick about it. So we'll talk about the books first that I'm really excited about. If you hear laughing, I believe my husband is watching Young Sheldon, dear. Yeah, I think he's watching Young Sheldon. So that's what the laughing is. But he's in great spirits and we love that. So, okay, the books. Girl, am I biting off more than I can chew? Absolutely. Am I going to try my darndest to read it all? Absolutely. So, I'll start off with the first 2 books that I'm starting immediately February 1st. I have not started any new book. I just finished So This Is Love by Elizabeth Lim on the 30th, so yesterday. And then yeah, I was like, girl, take a break because we're about to get into it and I'm so excited. You can see in my voice and my face, I'm like so excited. Also a little nervous. Like I said, I've never done anything like this before. It's gonna be okay. All right, so the first book is called Bemused by Miss Farrah. She holds such a special place in my heart. Not only is she a Black woman author, she is the author of Almost There, and that is the first Twisted Tale series book that I ever read. It was actually a book club with me and my husband, and he never finished, and I ended up giving the book to my best friend for her to finish, and she's almost done. So it's fun to be able to talk about it with her and things like that. So I got it the day after that it was released, and it was released in January. And this is basically a backstory on the Muses and how they came to be and things like that. I'm also reading this with my Fable book club, and if you want to get into that, the name will be right here. And if you would love to just join us, there are new chapters. I'm gonna have to get with Fable. I have to email them to let them know that the table of contents and like the book and the author, so that way we can get the chapters on there so we can discuss them. And I'm not gonna hold you, this might be the first book that I'm genuinely like reading along with the group and be able to comment and share our thoughts on. I am so excited. Tomorrow cannot come any faster, but tomorrow I have a lot going on in the morning, so I really need to slow down. Yeah, so that's first. Next is Blood at the Root by Ladarrian Williams. I am so excited to get into this. This is described as literally a Hogwarts HBCU situation and coming of age story for this young man. We're also really excited because Ladarrian Williams is from Helena, Alabama, which is, I think, babe, how far is Helena from here? Oh, it's an hour and a half away from where I live. And so I have to read it because he's from Alabama. I have to read it. And it's about magic and schools and stuff like that. The second one comes out soon, so we really got to get going with this. Very excited. So those are the first books that we're literally starting February 1st. All right, these next two, I'm so excited. Okay, so I have, what is the series called? I don't know. I don't know what the series is called. I'll put it on the screen, but it's these two. So it's Legendborn and Blodmarked. Oh, it's called the Legendborn cycle. So I'm so excited. I've seen a lot of my mutuals read this and just love it. I actually have no idea what it's really about. I do see that she's a chocolate mama with magic. That's all I needed. So I'm really excited to see what's tea, period. And none of these books are like, oh, are you okay? Sorry. None of these books are little. None of these books are little. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. So, none of these books are little. And like I said, am I biting off more than I can chew? Yes. Am I gonna do my best? Absolutely. Oh my god. Okay. I don't care. I don't care how long it is. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I'm so excited. All right. And it would be remiss of me not to let you know that I will be reading also some probably erotic novellas that are written by Black authors. I know I'll be reading Instagasm 2 by Quisha Dene. So I'll definitely be reading that. But if I see some other ones, I'll let you know. I'm in a group and the girls have been sharing some interesting novellas and I'm like, okay girl, okay girl. So very excited about that. These two, I'm gonna do it. Just to stop being afraid, Kira. Okay, these next two I love to get to. So Kennedy Ryan. This will be my first Kennedy Ryan books. It is Before I Let Go and This Could Be Us. There is a third one coming out in the trilogy. I don't remember what it's called, so I'll put it on the screen. And it's purple. And Nakia of Wildstar Fibers, who did this yarn, Black owned, woman owned yarn dyer. She did this yarn for The Roommate by Talia Hibbert. And while I wanted to add this to the list, we'll see, right? Because obviously I want to work with this. My favorite color, purple, of course. The yarn is delicious. Black woman, da 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 da, you know, all the things. I just don't know if I want to read this right now. But if I do have to, we'll see how far I am to the game. If I do have to replace maybe like one of these books, because I don't have to read them all by February. Like I have the whole year to read books by Black authors. So maybe if I do one Kennedy Ryan and this, boop, there you go. I gotta put it up top. Up top is my Black authors book, so I'll put that right here. Okay, scratch that. This is what we're doing. I'm gonna do Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. I hear it's a second chance romance. I think they're divorced, but somehow they come around. I feel like I'm nervous because it's gonna hit close to home, and I think I'm going to be crying and sobbing. And while I'm not prepared for that, I'm also not saying no. You know, I'm really just trying to be brave with my emotions. So that's what we're doing. And then, okay, so I've added this to the list. I'll put this over here so we can talk about it later. This is called The Roommate Risk by Talia Hibbert. And it says 2 best friends, 7 years of penning, 1 explosive summer. So that sounds fun. And yeah, we're just gonna do it. Screw it. We're just gonna do it. Screw it. Very excited. So that's all the reading plans that I have for February. So getting into the crafty plans, as you saw, Wildstar Fibers. This color is called 7 Years. Look how good that, I cannot wait to cake this up, girl. And it's just been sitting here and I've been like, I got it. I can't wait. I cannot wait to cake this up. And now that I've made that decision, I'm so proud. All right, next, this is another Black owned, woman owned yarn dyeing company. If I'm honest, I don't know if they dye anymore, but maybe I'll look it up and put it on the screen. This is Ancestral Fiber, and this color is called Malcolm, I guess to be a representation of Malcolm X. And I kind of don't know how that represents him specifically, but the green is absolutely fabulous. So I have 4 skeins of this, and what I'll be doing, my best friend just cut off all of her dreads. She has braids in right now, and she asked me like, hey Kira, can you make me a toboggan? Okay. She's a little older than I am, not by much, but she'd be saying stuff and I'd be like, girl. So what she means is, I guess, a beanie, something that's real close to the head, covering the ears. So I'm going to be making, I think, the 3x3 rib hat, because it's DK weight, it's really quick, really fast, and I think the only modification I'll be doing is adding just a smidge more length, because while I love my 3x3 hat, I could use a little more length to cover the ears a little more. So I'll be making her one and me one, and I think I'll make my sister one too. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So that's another thing. In this big old bag, I have one of my projects that is a part of my cleaning off my needles from 2024 whips in here, and I'm actually really excited to get to it. So let me go get the project. Hold on. Okay, sorry. So this big old project has been in the works for a year now, because I actually started this last February. So I'm really glad that it's coming full circle and I'm doing it this February. So I am making the Patchwork Pullover by Shanakay Salmon, who is a Black woman knitwear designer. And I'm using her pattern, and I'm putting my own modifications on there. So this is where I left off a year ago, and this is just the back of it, but this is the last row of the back of it. The reason why it was abandoned is because this yarn, it's thick. You knit this, it's a paid for pattern, chunky weight, and I'm using a 10.5, which is a 6.5 millimeter needle. And as you can imagine, the thicker the needle, the thicker the yarn, it's really hard on your hands. So I could truly only work on like a couple squares like a day. And lately my hands, I've been going ham on my hands, literally like working every day nonstop. So I've been really having to space out and be mindful of when I work on things. But I would love to finish this. This color pattern is inspired by a anime called Demon Slayer, and I'll put a picture right here. I made one out of the Demon Slayer colors already, and that is Tanjiro's colors, and this one is going to be his sister's colors, which is Nezuko. And my thought process for February, because I don't have a lot of projects planned, all I have is these hats. And we will be making a Muscle Burra by Ysolda Teague out of this one. So all I have is hats. So why not, you know, have a big project that you're working on, right? So I'm going to be recreating Nezuko's kind of like vision with like her colors and like the way she dresses in my my style and the way I would wear it right now. So that's where I'm at. Also, the modifications that I'm making with this pattern, it's a pullover, but instead of making a pullover, I'm going to make a cardigan. So I'm just not going to sew up the middle. I'm going to leave them kind of, I'm going to leave it out so it can be a cardigan. Yeah, and then I'm also making modifications. Like once you learn how to like do your own thing and things that are comfortable to you, that's just what I do. Instead of doing a bunch of squares and sewing them together, I'm literally joining as I go and just knitting off of the fabric. So I am still on, I don't know. I have my own gauge going on. It's the perfect fit. Patterns are just recipes, and then you make them how you see fit. So there's that. So this is where I am. So I'll probably put in, when I more so start working on it, I'll put in a sketch of what my goal is, and maybe I still have a picture from a year ago. I can put that into the picture of what I want it to look like. So this is the yarn. Okay. Oh, okay. Do I really want to keep on with this pattern? Am I halfway there? We'll see. We will see. So I actually have a top of a dress already done. But I have since made this dress completely. And there's things I would like to modify about it. So I think I'm going to... Because does this even fit over my head? Girl, absolutely not. Okay, we got our answer. We're gonna start a new dress. So the dress that I want to make is not by a black designer, but I feel like it truly captures the look I'm going for, and we're just gonna roll with it. Oh, the yarn that I'm using for the cardigan is Lion Brand Wool Ease, thick and quick, and the colors Fisherman and you know, cranberry. So that's the yarn that I'm using. So the dress I want to make is going to be the Knit Girl Summer dress, and I want to see who that's by. So let me figure that out. Pull out the trusty, I know this is a book stand, but I also put my tablet on here as well. Tablet is like my best friend. It's like my laptop on the go. So it is the Knit Girl Summer dress by Joan Ho, and it is a paid for DK weight pattern. I have made one of these before. I haven't worn it out in public yet because I feel like the top of it I could have done a little bit better. So now that I'm going to give it another go, And I already know like I might have to start over with measurements and things like that too. I think I'm going to make the smallest size because it seems like, I'll see what size I made and maybe try on the dress and just see what I liked and didn't like about it and go from there. But that's the dress I'm going to make. I'll put a picture up, make sure I do that. And I'm going to put the slits. So my vision is long, right? Because Nezuko, I think she has like a long dress under her situation, and my plan is to have it long, but like the slits on the side are like long, so I want like long things happening, right? So that might take up a lot more yarn than I think, but we'll see. And then just some other like tidbits and like little details I'll figure out later. But so the yarn that I'm using for that is this Big Twist Shine in the color Coral. So this is the color I'm using. This is kind of the color of her dress. And yeah, it's kind of shiny. I don't want to spoil the anime for all my anime lovers. But now that a certain situation has happened, I feel like this yarn is perfect. And at first I was nervous because it was shiny, but now I appreciate that it's shiny. So, but yeah, I think that's it. I think that is it. So I really hope you follow along with the vlogs. So I'm sure some days maybe I'll just do like a sit down video where maybe I'm like knitting and talking or something like that. And then other times we'll do like vlogs, like going out and things like that. I know day 2 is going to be a vlog because I actually started it this morning. It is basically a vlog of my son's birthday because I usually don't vlog in January, so I don't ever have those moments with him versus the moments I have with my other son who's born in October, and I'm in October and I'm already vlogging. So I'm actually really happy that I did this and I'm doing this. So a little less nervous, a little more excited. My book club group has me excited because they were all for starting Bemused, and I was really nervous because I was like, I know it's not a twisted tale, guys, but I really want to read this. And they were so down, and Kalisha's so down, and I'm just like, there's so much love in the room. So yeah, so I think that's it for everything. Let me go ahead and get to the store so I can get back to work on my son's birthday affairs. Again, it's his birthday, so I'm trying to get everything together for him. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow, but today I hope you have the most amazing time living the cozy and craftiest life possible, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.